Boom, 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 boom.
Hey man, the FSU works for everybody. Let go. First off, fuck Bama in the roll tide. Fuck Tuscaloosa in every city that's close by. Bitch ass hillbilly redneck fans. Auburn almost caught y'all slacking like dress pants. Michigan trash, they ain't got a damn chance. Only Wolverine I respect is X-Man. Sheen ass coach got exposed, still in plays. Damn right I'm bitter, y'all sweeter than lemonade. Texas ain't shit to rave about. The Longhorns only good at a steakhouse. Had y'all like number 3, I was like, no way. Y'all lost to Oklahoma, which means
Yes, yes, yes. Tiny Hat Gang is back, baby. The Tiny Hat CEO is back in here on the Renegade Roast. Let's do some housekeeping real quick. First off, shout out to my beautiful co-host, my FSU Harley Quinn. What is going on, Jen? How you
How
doing,
are
girl?
you?
Girl, listen, I am doing fantastic. Look at you. You over here glowing. Look like you in mid summer tan right here. What is
It
this?
is. I mean, it's easy to get that summer tan when you got that relaxation on the first Saturday of football. And, you had that early afternoon game, and then you could spend the rest of the time just kind of like, sitting outside. Isn't that nice?
Oh yeah. Oh, I know you was out here vibing. I know you was out here vibing after that. Look at Jen. Jen said we caught that quick dub.
Mm-hmm.
She went and laid out by the pool. She wanted to make sure that the sun
Absolutely.
was bathing all over her. I'm scared of you, girl. You out here glowing. Oh, you are honey out here. That's what you look like. Fresh honey. Oh, we finna have us some fun tonight. We are about to have us some fun tonight because number one, college football is back, baby. College football is back. That's number one. But more importantly than college football being back, my beloved Knowles, right? My
We back.
FSU Seminoles. All right. I wish I could have G run that song one more time because we only need to hear the first two lines off of that motherfucker. Fuck Bama and the Roll Tide.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I gotta say. Fuck Bama and the Roll Tide. Let's go. Florida State, Alabama thought they was finna walk in the dope. Thought they were about to bop up out of there with a quick dub. We said, like Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. Not so fast, my friend. We ran down on that Bama shit. Put our whole foot in that Bama ass. Shout out to Jeff Hill with the $5 super chat. Welcome back, Mr. Show Go Nose. Hey Jeff, I'm I'm absolutely loving the Avi that you got there, boy, because Paul Feinbaum is back stepping like a motherfucker right now. He was talking cash heavy shit. And his beloved Bama Roll Tiders or whatever the hell they call it, the cousin smashers, they got their asses beat, and it was fantastic. Walked in the dope, came in there all high and mighty. What was the line they were saying all summer? All disrespect will be addressed.
Oh, it got
All,
addressed.
all disrespect will be addressed.
They just didn't know who to address it to.
Oh
That
no,
was the
they
problem.
oh no, they knew the address. The address was put your hands under that couch cushion and catch this belt to ass. That's what the address was. It was belt to ass o'clock. 31-17, Florida State over Alabama. And in all honesty, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It was an all around ass whooping. I think Alabama had 2 points in the game where you legitimately felt like it was gonna go their way. And that was the very first drive that they had. But if we really go back, I watched the game 3 times now. If I go back, this would be my fourth watch. That first drive that Alabama went on, they went downfield, they scored. I saw a lot of people on the timeline losing their minds. Oh, what's going on? This defense, the defense, the defense. I'm like, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. First game, they getting it right. But Alabama had to earn every yard that they had to. They had to earn every yard. Multiple third downs, multiple times that Alabama was able to pull rabbits out of their asses and get across that line to get the fresh set of downs. We legitimately made them work for that. And then the only other time they really seemed like they had any type of momentum going for them was after Jalen Lucas muffed that punt.
Hmm.
Uh, and I'm not really going to put it on him too much. I mean, he is an All-American back there. He normally is one of the top punt returners in the country. But that was the only time Alabama had any real momentum. From the moment Florida State's offense walked out there, from the moment Thomas Castellanos Vic got out there and hiked the ball, Florida State was putting belt to ass to the boys. Alabama had no answers for our offense. They had no answers for what we were doing. Their defense looked slow. Their defense looked rough, and we made them look that way. I thought it was fantastic. So before we jump into some of the more minutia of the game, what were you doing? Because I know you was jumping up and down with your cheerleading outfit on, throwing your pom poms in the air, girl.
Oh my goodness. Like I was screaming. I scared every animal in my house. This was the funnest game. Like I forgot how fun football was. Like I don't know about anybody else, but after the snub, like it was like who like I can't even watch it almost anymore. It's been very hard to deal with. I don't
Hmm.
know about anybody else. It's just not fun. It didn't seem real anymore. It seemed like if you won games, it didn't really fucking matter anymore. It just was kind of crappy. So this game just was fun. It was fun the whole way through.
Hmm.
Like, who didn't have a good time? And if you didn't have a good time, that's just weird, right? I mean, you
Facts.
got to see, I had like fans of like other SEC teams just texting me after that first drive, y'all. My phone went bling, 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 bling. It was hilarious. And guess what happened after that first drive?
They shut the fuck up. That's what they did.
I still haven't heard from like 10 of them. Not a word, not a fucking word. And you won't, and you probably won't.
Hmm. Oh no, of course not. And I guarantee you, all of them ones that was talking shit was all of these SEC fans out here. We gonna get to y'all. We gonna get to their ass. But I bet it was a whole bunch of SEC, SEC, SEC. Yeah, yeah. Shut your SEC asses up because the one of the best programs in your conference got their ass whooped by little old Florida State. Little old
Hmm.
Florida State. Put the paws on that ass, boy. So let's get some of the positives that we got out here. Um, of course, I said it was an all around ass whooping. Gus, one of the biggest question marks that we had. I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna go top down. Gus was in his bag, boy. That boy Gus
Absolutely.
called a beautiful game. He had Alabama's defense on skates. Them boys ain't know what the fuck was coming. He was putting all of the speed, skilled players that we got in position. He didn't have Castellanos doing too much. It looked like he had Castellanos had a very good handle on what Gus wanted to do. He knew when to throw the ball. He knew when to take off and run. I thought everything that Gus did in that game was of the highest quality. I didn't see any bullshit. What the fuck are you calling the screen for? Plays at all.
Mhm.
Even when he had Micah Danzy coming around that corner, taking off, running down the sideline, using that 400-meter speed that he got, it just seemed so beautifully placed and beautifully timed. And I thought Gus looked at Bama and was like, oh, we got to play them. Oh, this is easy work. That boy Gus was sitting here like Birdman with the Birdman hand rub, like there's Alabama over there. I'm about to get on that ass, dog. Oh, Gus just went ahead and put Alabama across his knee and went and got some of that Diddy oil and sprayed it all over that joint. It was like,
Not the
ah,
Diddy
he
oil.
damn sure was. He had them oiled them Alabama cheeks up and was smacking the shit out their ass. Oh, it was fantastic. He was giving them that work. And I was like, oh, yes, Gus, get in your bag, baby. Because everybody had all of the questions about him. Oh, are we going to get the Gus from UCF? You know, he had to give up play calling. Oh, Gus hasn't been Gus. And I don't want to hear none of that shit. Gus called a beautiful game. And I thought that offense looked fantastic and was running down on that shit. And of course, Gus's offense can only look that well because of Herb Hand's offensive line. That offensive line looked beautiful. That offensive line looked like they were stout. Them boys was making beautiful plays. Shout out to our center, Mr. Pettibone, had everybody blocking what they needed to block. They were getting pushed against that Alabama defense. That was supposed to be one of the best D lines we were going to see all season. And that offensive line said, oh, y'all thought it was sweet over here, and just mashed that shit in. A complete 180 from what we had been seeing before. So let me get your thoughts on the O line. How'd you feel about that O line play?
I'm sorry. What did you ask? Did you ask about the O line?
I said that
I,
offensive line, that offensive line.
oh my goodness. We saw Mr. Thomas Castellanos have a ton of time, get to do exactly what he told Alabama he was going to do. He made a reservation with the Alabama defense, and they kept his table open for him to just run that shit. That offensive line did it. And you want to know why? Because we don't have an offensive line coach anymore that sits there and plays Xbox.
Uh-oh.
Is their friend.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
I don't know what to tell anybody, but that rising star we were all told about, who's gone, sitting over there worried about what people are tweeting about his bad attitude after a big win against Clemson and Dabo's, Sharpie written sweatshirts, whatever, is hilarious to me. We have a real football team here. We have a real offensive line. And you know what happened the last time we had a real offensive line? You won things. Yeah.
Jen said we went out with the old and in with the new.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Shout out to Alex Atkins. I'm gonna go ahead and say shout out to Alex Atkins, all right? Because not only did he get his ass up out the paint, but he out here paying reparations to the Florida State Seminoles fan base out here. That boy is all online, sending bread back. And this is exactly what we need. That boy says, you know what? I was out there stealing money. Let me go ahead and give some of these dollars up. And my girl Jen showed me this, and I thought this shit was hilarious. Let me see if I can find this picture real quick, because this shit had me dying. I said, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Boy, where is this photo? Where's this photo? Let me find this shit real quick. But that boy Alex Atkins said, we out here in these streets, and I'ma make sure that I pay what I owe. That man went to his Venmo, and if you think I'm bullshitting,
I've got it.
That boy went to his Venmo and paid $97.10 back to the Florida State fan. That boy said, here's my reparations to the squad. We ain't get 40 acres and a mule, but we damn sure got some light bill money. That's what we just got out of his
still need more, because your ass was stealing. You were stealing.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I want to apologize again formally to my beautiful co-host, because I damn sure know I was on that Alex Atkins hype train.
Oh yeah. I
was out here bragging about my O-line coach being on point. He out here recruiting. I was happy. I was like, yeah, I was like a pig in slot. I was like a Tennessee.
We should have turned him in for those damn cigars. They were probably Cubans that you're not supposed to have. We could have gotten him out of here for free.
Hey, that man missed the game because he was out here with a bullshit recruiting violation, and the team looked like ass. And when he came back, the O-line looked better. We were like, see, we need him.
I didn't. Who said that? Who said that?
I did. I said it. It was me. It was me. I'm people. But Herb Hand had them boys on point, man. That offensive line was clicking on all cylinders. Richie Leonard had the best PFF grade. I think he had like an 88 PFF grade, so he was the best one out there. The center, Luke Pettibone, was doing work. I didn't see many times where they got back there and rushed Castellanos. I think Bama's defense only had one sack on the game. One sack against that O-line. Herb Hand and them boys was on point. And I thought that was the biggest thing. Because of the way Gus was calling the game, the Alabama linebackers and the safeties had to come up to try to help. The linebackers was triggering slow. They didn't know what to do. And there was one point in the third quarter where they seemed like they got a little bit of pressure in there. But for the most part, our O-line was mashing them boys. And this is how you know the O-line was doing work. This is how you know that the offense in that O-line was on point. Mike Norvell, at one point, it was 4th and 1 on his own 30 on our own side of the field. And Mike Norvell said, it's 4th down.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and put my nuts on the table real quick.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
That boy unzipped his pants and dropped his balls on the table and said, Alabama, what you gonna do about it?
Like I said, they made Tommy Castellanos made a reservation with the Alabama defense. And then the defense, like their hostess, came up and said, we've got your table ready, sir. Would you like to sit? Look, we made your plate and everything.
Sure did. And as soon as they sat down to eat, Mike Norvell walked in, unzipped his pants, and dropped his berries right there on the table and said, y'all can't do nothing about this. And it was fantastic. So the offense was great. I thought Squirrel White had his nice deep catch. That was beautiful. I like what I saw out of the running back, Usman Chroma. That boy's going to be nice. He is going to be nice. I did see, and then we had a couple of nice pitching catches to the tight ends too. So overall, I thought the
Shout
offense
out to
was doing
Randy
well.
Pittman for his blocking. There you go.
That boy Randy Pittman looked at that Alabama linebacker and threw that motherfucker out. Club. That's how that was like when I used to be
The
a bouncer.
pancake.
Bro,
The pancake. Oh.
That man hit him with his whole chest and stood up and kept moving.
With probably that kid's parents and grandmama watching on TV.
Oh, hell yeah. They were probably in
Just-
the crowd. Probably in the crowd. Shout out Encyclopedia with the $5 super chat. The biggest difference was leadership. Absolutely. Props to Little, Cristobal, and Castellanos. Damn right. Damn right. That's what we saw. We saw a bunch of grown men go out there and get grown man work done. And that was just the offensive side of the ball. We didn't even get to the other side yet because Tony White in that defense. That first drive, they made Alabama had to go 15 plays to get in the end zone. And you could see they had some jitters. I was ready to call number 6 and be like, hey, bro, you came back.
Right.
Don't make me start this year off like that again. But he was like, nah, we got this. We got this. I see you. I don't need tiny hat on my ass again. I'm out here. And the boys went to work. Specifically, my boy Earl Little Jr. We ain't calling him Earl Little Jr. no more. That boy's name is Earl Joyner Jr. That's what it is because he is the second coming of Lamarcus Joyner. The way he was out there throwing his weight around. There was a play, I want to say it was either in the third or the fourth quarter where Alabama fumbled the ball and their offensive lineman picked it up and tried to pick up the first down. And when I say Earl Little ran and threw his entire body into the chest of that offensive lineman. Now, he hit him, bounced off, and went to the ground, and the offensive lineman just kind of stepped out of bounds real quick. But it was the fact that he had the audacity to think that he could run and just dive full body into a freight train because he didn't give a damn. That boy Earl Little, you might as well call him Hacksaw Jim Duggan the way he was kicking indoors and had that hard wood out there ready for them boys. He was ready. Earl Little was flying. I love what I saw out of Ashlyn Barker. He was doing work back there. And I'll say this right now. Our DBs, outside of the one D, Quindarius Jones, who was struggling. That was the reason that the one Alabama wide receiver was kind of getting off. But everybody else in that secondary and that defense, they went to work. I saw our version of Luke Kuechly. What's his name? What's the white boy name? Number 20.
Blake Nicholson.
Blake Nicholson was out here jumping across the line.
Not Luke Kuechly. Did you say that?
Hey, listen. Would you say Clay Matthews? I can say Clay Matthews. We can go that route. Man, that boy was out there flying his fucking.
Well, Luke Kuechly, remember anytime, even if he was sitting on the bench, the announcer would be like, Luke Kuechly with the tackle. And it was like, what the hell? His ass is on the bench. What are you talking about?
Hey, bro, we needed that because that boy Blake Nicholson was like, nah, it's raining out here. I got my hair. It's all wet, stuck to my neck. I'm agitated. I'm tired of these people talking trash. Chroma ran me over in spring in the summer practices, and they got me on highlights. Now I'm finna go hit somebody. And that boy went out there and dove across that line. He was filling gaps. He was knocking motherfuckers out. Them Alabama running backs ain't want nothing to do with Blake Nicholson. That boy got his. He was like, no, I'm getting mine. And it was fantastic. Juice Cryer out there doing work.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
Rawls,
I absolutely loved it.
Rawls.
Hey, Jabril Rawls was that dog.
Look.
Talk about him. Talk about him.
It was his last play with Ty Simpson, right? That kid, poor Ty. Ty just wanted to put his visor back on and go back to the frat house. You know what I mean? And here comes Rawls in there, just like, well, I need to send you back home with a little something, something, right?
That boy said, I'm going to put a little sazon on this chicken. Yeah,
he put some hot sauce on it, didn't he? That's exactly what he did.
That boy put some Lowry seasoning sauce on that unseasoned chicken ass out here. He was
not Lowry.
Rawls was on point. Hell yeah, that boy said, oh no, oh no, oh no. And so Jabril Rawls, between Rawls and Ashlyn Barker, them two brothers, they were out there, and Earl Little, them boys was out there thumping so much. They had Ryan Williams scared to go across the middle of the field.
He needed his emotional support stuffing.
That boy got his ass bust. I was like, oh, Ashley Barker hit him hard in the first quarter. We
Mm-hmm.
ain't here for Ryan Williams to get it to the fourth. And when he went for that ball in the fourth, and that boy got decleated, he was laying on the ground. They were like, "This is targeted." That wasn't no damn targeted. Earl Little dropped his shoulder and hit him in the shoulder, and Ryan Williams was like, "Hey, these some grown ass men out here. I don't know what we do. This ain't the SEC that I know." And you damn right it ain't. This is Florida State, baby. You was in dope. Them boys was on his ass. They couldn't say nothing. We had Ryan Williams shook, and I thought that was absolutely hysterical. But that defense was swarming. Them boys was not ready for what we was doing. And that's before we get to the. We gonna get to the Alabama side because I want to shout out a couple of players on their team as well. But overall, and then we go, like I said, we're gonna start at the top. Mike Norvell, he been going through it, dog. And I've been telling him that he sound like Doc Rivers for the past like 9 months because he be in all these interviews, raspy. He be stuttering. You know, the opportunity. That's all he can say. The opportunity. He can say that in 8 different tones of rasp. That's what he out here doing. Mike Norvell, after that game, that boy ain't stuttered nan time. This team went out here and fought hard. I was like, oh, that boy's speed talking right now. We got Mike Norvell when them cameras ain't on. He was out there ready to talk pure bullshit. He wasn't stuttering. That somehow somebody must have slid him a lozenge because he wasn't raspy out there. That man was out here hitting every
No, he was
syllable and
good.
everything. Oh boy, what? Mike Norvell was ready to go. All of them Florida State fans was running around him. He was like, "I'm at home, baby. I'm just glad they gave me the chance to come back out here." He was ready. That boy Mike Norvell was on point, and it was fantastic. I absolutely love it. Shout out Kelsey Thomas and Tidy Hat. You crazy as hell. Am I lying though? Am I lying? Mike Norvell, he normally sound like a frog calling this thing. He sound like Fozzie from the Muppets out here. Or Grover, one of the motherfuckers, and he was out there. He sounded perfectly clear, and it was hilarious. That boy sounded like he got some tea with a little honey in it, and he was nice and ready to go. He could have.
We got Bobby in here too. Hey, Bobby.
Oh, here go Bobby. Here go Bobby. Saw someone say they knew it was over when Mike didn't stutter during the halftime. You damn right. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. That boy Norvell wasn't stuttering at halftime, and after the game was over, he wasn't raspy or nothing. He wasn't raspy at all, and it was hilarious.
Bobby, you may not like what we have to say about cheer coach in the post game, but we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to the shames, dog. We're gonna get to that.
Overall,
I loved everything that I saw about Florida State.
Yes.
Doak was rocking. It was loud as hell. It was fantastic there. I love the way the new stadium looked. Everybody was worried about the decrease in the seating. It was as loud as it was ever going to be. Oh, everything about it was beautiful out there. And I thought Doak was hard. And then on top of that, we know sold out damn near every game after that one. You can't get tickets no more. And that's what I'm talking about. We about to have us a real beast of a season coming off of that European vacation we was on last year. We up here doing work.
Wait, what are you talking about? Was there a season last season?
We ain't play no games last year. Did you see Florida State?
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
I was on the timeline and somebody was like, I ain't know we lost to Notre Dame last year. I'm like, when did we play Notre Dame?
When did we play any games?
Do you recall seeing Marcus Freeman on any sideline in the Florida State game last year? I don't remember Florida State playing Notre Dame last year. I'm telling you, we went over there to Ireland. We played an exhibition against Georgia Tech. And our team stayed over there. They sent a few players back.
Did they come home? I thought they were all on IG all year. I didn't see them playing any football.
Them boys were in Ibiza. They were out there on the French Riviera.
Turks and Caicos and shit.
They were all over the place, dog. They had French white women with no ass feeding them.
Nothing.
And they were out there enjoying themselves. It was fantastic. Them boys was on vacation last year, so I have no idea why people keep saying that we lost last year. That damn sure wasn't it.
Oh, Jeffrey, we're going to get to Clemson too. We're going to get to Dabo and his Sharpie written T-shirts. I promise you. We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
Pretty no, girl. You're right. I like Tommy's attitude. I can tell the team really listens. Oh, you damn right. He came in there and was just like, nah, this is Florida State, dog. And he is a real old school Florida State player. He's gonna talk his shit and get out there and back it up. I love my quarterback. Thomas Castellanos Vic was doing work.
He wrote that check and his body cashed it. And let me tell you something. That has to be the most embarrassing thing because, again, according to my notes, Stephen A. Smith this morning said, you allowed a quarterback who told you what he was going to do come in there and actually do it and do it even worse than he said he was going to do it. And you just sat there and took it. Not just Stephen A. We had Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee. We had Greenberg. We had
Paul
everybody.
Finebaum.
We're not
Possum,
talking. Look,
Possum
ain't
Face
nobody give
Heather
a fuck
Dennett.
about Gargamel. Gargamel is dead. He's dead today. He's
Listen.
rolled over like one of them dead possums in the street. Nobody
Fact.
gives a shit.
Possum Face Heather Dennett was up there giving us props. Pate was out here. JD Mumblемouth Pickle was out here giving us our props.
Mm-hmm.
All of y'all had to shut the fuck up because Thomas Castellanos was like, "Oh, we finna pop this shit," and he ran all over that. And
my favorite, and I have to tell y'all this unnecessary roughness. This was my favorite, because I do believe Brandon Walker is my spirit animal. I really do. He's so petty. He's so hilarious. His mother is a huge Alabama fan.
Ooh.
This man got on Twitter and everything live, drove to his mama's house, walked in and was like, "Hey mama, how's it going? How's it going?" Y'all got to go look to his page. It's the funniest shit in the world. And his mom is sitting there just so angry. And he's like, "Does it feel nice to come back down to earth? Does it feel nice to come back down to earth?" And she goes, "I took a Xanax." And he goes, "You're going to need a couple more."
She was gonna have to get messed up.
Y'all gotta go look at it. It's so funny. And then T-Bob, who I love, T-Bob is amazing. He was on Unnecessary Roughness. His rant was hilarious about what happened to Alabama. Y'all gotta go watch it.
Oh yeah. No, everybody is backing this shit up. Jeff Hill with the super chat. The meltdown of the mainstream media and the Alabama fans is hilarious. Can't stop laughing. They are losing their minds. I saw somebody say, "Oh, they're not getting rid of DeBoer because he got a $70 million buyout." An Alabama fan went right up underneath there and said, "We can have $70 million by 9:00 p.m. tonight." Them boys is ready to get his ass all the way the hell up out of here. And this is going to be a beautiful transition over because Florida State was out here doing work, but there was a team that we played on the other side of the field, and that is Alabama.
There was.
What happened, Bama? What happened?
Well, their star player, according to my notes, Ryan Williams, carries a security stuffed animal. And and paints his nails. So I do have some options for new nail colors for Ryan Williams.
Oh shit! Okay, Jill with her top 5 nail colors for Ryan Williams. All right.
Number 1 is garnet. You got to get rid of that crimson. Okay.
Of course.
Number 2 is gold.
Okay.
Number 3 is white because
he a bad bitch. He toxic.
Yeah, a little bit. Number 4, just go full on. This is going to go over poorly, but I think he needs to do blue because I'm pretty sure that's what his balls are.
Oh, come on.
You're welcome. There's your list of new colors, Ryan Williams. Also, a security stuffed animal, dude. Let's stop it. Stop it.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you why I knew we was gonna beat Bama. When I saw them doing TikTok dances and one of the dudes had on the Angela Bassett pants from Waiting to Exhale, them pants was a little too flowy and them pants were a little too short, bro. Dwayne Wade started this shit with everybody ankle meat being out, but this boy had his ankles and he had on whole capris out here. He had on capris
with his stuffy. Stuffy.
The man was dancing, sitting up in my room, happy thinking about you. He might as well have Brandy and Angela Bassett, Whitney Houston, all of them out there singing and having girl talk on the damn couch.
Like, it was Waiting to Exhale.
That's what they were doing.
That man is wearing Palazzo pants. Don't act like you don't know what they are. They're Palazzo pants. And here's the problem. We are not waiting to exhale. This is not. What the hell is going on here? Y'all got to stop it. These are football players. You are
Uh,
not in the NBA. The NBA players walk in dresses and bullshit all the time. You cannot do this. We are playing football here. Okay. I'm not. This is not going to happen. Next thing you know, they're all going to wear muumuus and curlers, and we're just going to all be done. I can't do this anymore.
and that man was trying to be on Ian Van Zant's Fix My Life. He had on them flowy ass pants, man. Come on, dog.
Palazzo. Those are Palazzo pants.
Hey,
And by the way, as a tall girl, I love Palazzo pants. They're very long and they're flowy. But I'm a girl. I'm a girl. I'm allowed to wear these. Okay. I'm allowed. Y'all, we're not gonna do like again. We are a couple steps away from curlers, muumuus, robes, and all this bullshit. Walking in, going, this is style. No, the fuck, it's not. You are a man. Put on a suit. Put on some pants. Put on a polo. I don't care. We're not doing this. Nobody asked for a fashion show from Paris walking into a damn football game.
you're right. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. You know, Kalen DeBoer, when he got back on that plane, because he was lost. He had the Willie Taggart face the entire game. Every time something was happening, they put the camera on that man's face. He had the Willie Taggart, Brent Venables.
You don't like what I'm about to say.
He don't know what the hell he had going on over there.
By the way, Kalen DeBoer's players looked like Willie Taggart's players.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
With
You
the
ain't
stuffies, with the Palazzo pants, with the this, with the that, with the painted nails. This is some bullshit Willie Taggart would have done. You know it, I know it, and everybody else knows it.
The only thing them boys ain't do was swag surf before the game started. Because that was Taggart-esque out there. I was like, God damn. You know, Kalen DeBoer, he had to fly back on the plane with a scarf and some thick shades on his face so he could try to hide himself. That's what he was out here doing. But he looked.
Michael Albert said about that money though spent on the fans rushing the field. He didn't see nobody out there.
I ain't see no fans on the field.
One eye that was not working.
I ain't see no fans on the field. Listen,
I didn't see nothing.
The ACC can't get mad at us because we have a nice staff that goes out there to care for the lawn after the game is over. Okay, that is lawn maintenance. I ain't see nobody out there. But speaking of Alabama players, Caden Proctor. I heard about Caden Proctor. He's supposed to be a first round of the NFL draft. He could go top 10. What best
top
left
5?
tackle?
What top 10 are you talking about? They were saying top 5.
Right, best left tackle in all of college football. And I watched as my defensive end, Mr. Williams. I watched as one of my true freshmen, the Desir twins, got their ass out there, and they put that man in a blender. They were on Ty Simpson's ass from the back. You might as well call them a thong the way that they was up in that boy ass all night.
Caden Proctor is about to be a top 5 pick in roller derby because his ass was good on skates. That's all he did.
Boy, what? He might as well be going and taking the ballet classes that Ryan Williams take because he was twinkle toeing his way all over that offensive line. He was in a blender. Caden Proctor, my ass. His nickname is Mango Smoothie because they had him in the blender all that game. Boy, they were bull rushing him, speed rushing him, hitting him with the spin move. Ty Simpson was seeing ghosts after that first quarter. He didn't know what the hell was going on, and it was fantastic. Them boys was giving him the business, and I wanted to say I'm glad we talking about Alabama's vaunted O-line, right?
Oh yeah,
because, of course,
it's the best in the country, right?
The best in the country, right? Because I'm gonna run down some stats real quick, and you just tell me if this sounds like the best O-line in the country. So we got left tackle Proctor, 6 pressures allowed, 1 sack, 2 hits, 3 hurries, 1 penalty. That's your potential top 5 of the NFL draft left tackle against a true freshman and a Florida State D line that was supposed to be that wasn't supposed to be as good as that Alabama O line. All right, you got Cam Dewberry, their left guard, 2 pressures, 1 sack, 1 hurry, and 1 penalty. Gave him the work. We got their center, Parker Brailsford. Parker Brailsford is probably one of the best centers in the country. That's what I was told. All right, 1 hurry, 1 penalty. And we were on his ass. Parker Brailsford could not stuff that up. They had to double team Mr. Turks and Caicos the entire game because he was giving Brails for everything he wanted. And it was fantastic. Right guard, Gino Vandermark. He sound like he from South Africa. One pressure, one hurry that whole time. He was the best one on their O-line. They had to go over there and get somebody that's still dancing the Tyler songs in the locker room. And he was the best one that was on their team. And then their right tackle, Wilkin Formby, that was the dog. That was the one. 4 pressures, 1 hit, 3 hurries, 1 sack, 1 penalty. All right. So when I'm looking at that Alabama O-line right there, not a single player on that O-line had a stellar game. They all got their ass beat by that Tony White defensive front. They all got their ass whooped by that 3-3-5. They got ran through. They got pushed up on. Hell, Alabama need to go ahead and just pay us $200 because we went in there, fucked shit out of them, and got up out of there real quick. Just leave our money over there. Leave our money on the nightstand the way that we was.
200. We are better.
Oh no
than 200. Are you talking? What are you?
See, yesterday's price is not today's price. All right, we had to go out there and get them with services rendered.
200. Come on.
We had to show our worth. All right, we had to show them real quick. We went out there, we put up a stellar performance, and now every other team go have to come up 2 bands. All right, you want to be in bed with us? You got to come up with these stacks, baby. We need stacks. But that was a $200 ass whooping right there.
200. Come on.
That's what. Listen, we gave him a break. We gave him a break. We was like, you know what? We like y'all. We like y'all a little bit, but we finna do work, and y'all don't think y'all ready for what's gonna happen here. All right, that's what that was.
Come on.
We gave him a hometown discount.
Better than 200. I'm saying $1,000 escort at least. G5 is more 200. Come on now.
Well, we gave them a discount because we know they're gonna have to pay $70 million to get rid of their coach.
Not a discount.
We gave him a discount. Oh man. And then here's the other thing. That Bama shit is sweet, bro. There's a reason that Alabama was sniffing around my head coach. All right, because I heard.
Were they or were they not?
Because I heard for quite some time that Alabama wasn't looking for no Mike Norvell. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They told me all 2024 when they couldn't find Florida State. They're like, man, Alabama ain't want that shit. Alabama ain't want that. What you talking about? Now y'all see why Alabama was sniffing around my head coach. Now y'all see why Alabama was using all of their brain trust and their bank connections, and are we allowed to say that out loud? All of their state money to try to come and pick my coach up out of out here. That's what they was trying to do out here. And now y'all see it. Proof of concept. My head coach went 10-3, undefeated, took a year off and came back and smacked that Bama ass. That's what just happened. All right, y'all can say what y'all want, but the proof, we see it right here in black and white. All right, we see what they went and did. They went and replaced Nick Saban with somebody who was lost with the dad from Malcolm in the Middle, and now they out here trying to figure out what they're gonna do to get his ass up out of there. I saw one of the Alabama fans on the timeline said somebody need to go and get Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin, come on home.
Look, here's the thing. Bill O'Brien screwed Alabama again. You know this, right?
Uh-oh. She's gonna
that man, bitch, Thomas Castellanos. After screwing Alabama for what, 2 years, taking that money, cashing that check, and then screwed him again. Bitch, Thomas Castellanos shipped him to Florida State only to have him make a reservation.
Oh my God.
With Alabama's defense and then they got to bring him into his table like they were the penguins in Mary Poppins. Here you go, sir. Here's your table. Bill O'Brien again. Bill O'Brien screwed Alabama again.
Come on,
do you think his ass is sitting there just going, man, look what I did. Look what I did.
Hey, yo, G said Bama's defense was built for impact. hey, I'm with you when you're right, bro. Hey, that's fair. We got in their ass. So that was fantastic. I loved everything about it. I can't wait. We got 3 weeks of games. where we should be whooping ass. I think next week we got some Bishop Sycamore out of Texas. The week after that, we got Kent State. I think that's what their name is. And then we got Virginia. We should be whooping all that ass. We're going to be 4-0 going into that Miami game.
We could put our basketball team out there with Virginia and it'd be fun.
Yeah. We about to run down on that shit.
Yeah.
So great win. I absolutely loved it. All right, where we going next? We can go with the Shames. We can go with the SEC fans. We can go with.
Let's see.
What you want to jump to?
I say, well, one, okay, we have to give props to Gus Malzahn. Gus Malzahn, hands down. I do have to give one more shout out, Bruce Pearl. Bruce Pearl, I love you. There's never been a doubt in my mind. I wish you would have been the Memphis basketball coach. You know, we have Penny now. Look, the fact that this man gets online and posts a picture after the Alabama game with Florida State, with Gus Malzahn running them over, I love it. I love Bruce Pearl. He talks so much shit. There you go. Love you, Bruce. Thank you for the shout out. Damian Harris with poor BMAC.
BMAC was giving him hell. Between BMAC and Denny Canal, they were lighting his ass up.
Did he walk off? Did he walk off? Look,
he was like, I'm not going to sit here for this
my
shit.
guy, you can't get that emotional. It is what it is. Like, you can't do it. I mean, I know Alabama fans are having a really hard time with this. You're having to come back down to earth for a bit. It sucks to be with the plebes. It really does. But we've all had to do it. All of us. Hey. Bama acts like they didn't live through like these Mike Williams years, that they didn't live through like all this other bullshit. They act like they've had Nick Saban for like 60 years. No. By the way, you didn't even have the streak that Bobby Bowden had.
Not even close.
You didn't.
Nope.
So again, as I say, welcome to Earth. I know it sucks. It was hard for us too as Florida State fans. It sucked. But guess what? We don't care. We don't give a fuck. We're just going to sit here and laugh and enjoy y'all coming back down to earth. That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, sit your asses over there in the corner. Go beat up on some of these crap. Hey, listen, they got a barn burner next week because Louisiana Monroe finna go in there. Because they ready for
didn't they lose to before?
They damn sure did. They lost to, what was it, last year? Louisiana.
No, that was Nick Saban's first year, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. You're right. Listen, DeBoer is known for losing to unranked teams. That's all I know. So Louisiana Monroe finna come in there and put that wood.
DeBoer in his press conference today, that reporter said, like last week, you said, what a great week of practice you had. And he goes, I said that. Was that me?
Hey, Brad, you say 70 million. They stuck. Listen, if they want to get him out of there, they will get him out of there with the quickness. 70 million, they can raise that by 2 p.m. tomorrow. And that's real easy work. So they definitely can get him up out the paint. It's going to be fantastic there. All right.
For sure.
All right. So we also had the Shames. Let's just jump straight.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's enjoy this.
The Shames. So the Shames, after everybody else had their games, the Shames got their little prime time show up last night and all this other stuff. My son came in here harassing me just now. I had to shoot him off, trying to chop him. I'm like, this ain't your show. Get out of here.
Put him on the show. He'll be fine.
So the Shames played last night, and they played Notre Dame. And of course, they're like, "Oh, Notre Dame. Well, the last time Notre Dame came down here, we whooped their ass. They had to go back to 2017, the last time that they did something to Notre Dame." So
they got to go back to like 1998, the last time they did something in 4K or without a VCR needed. What are you talking about?
They haven't done anything worth talking about, but they were beating their chests, being happy as hell because they got Carson Beck. They got the sloth. Yeah, they got the sloth up there. So they play a Notre Dame team. And I would tell you this right now. I didn't see nothing on that Canes team that shakes me up at all. As a matter of fact, after watching that game, here's what I think about them. Y'all better get y'all shit right. Because from what I saw, you got one
Hmm.
receiver that can get separation. He
Hmm.
running the same Restrepo routes, that
He's a
same
nice
little
receiver. He's
yeah,
a nice receiver,
oh yeah,
though.
oh yeah, oh yeah. You got one receiver that can get separation. Your tight ends ain't doing nothing. Your O line is solid, but
Hmm.
I mean Notre Dame ain't really try to do nothing. They ain't play aggressive at all. And then your DBs still look like food. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. And here's the other thing that I saw. Your D line is supposed to be otherworldly. And I watched a true freshman quarterback in his very first game running right up the middle on y'all boys. And if that is what you think you finna bring into Doak, oh, I can't wait for October 4th. I can't wait for October 4th. I hope y'all bring what we just saw down here in that game against Notre Dame. Bring that up to
With all
Tallahassee.
that attitude, too. Let's do
Bring
it.
that up to Tallahassee because we finna put belt to ass on that shit. I didn't see anything that was to scare me. As a matter of fact, all I saw was a lot of too high safety looks. I saw a lot of too high safeties. I saw y'all trying to get pressure with four. I didn't really see y'all putting pressure on that true freshman quarterback like that. And if
Hmm.
Notre Dame's game plan wasn't one of the worst game plans that I saw over the weekend, I think they might have had a chance to actually beat you. Oh, wait a minute. They did almost have a
Yes,
chance to beat
100%. And why is that? Why is that?
you. because man boos himself, Mario Cristobal,
Yeah.
once again, clock management issues. Once again,
My God. Tried to just give it away.
bruh, even on the plays that were fantastic for y'all, the Notre Dame defense was just out of whack. Like the one play that was the Daniels boy made, the nice one-handed grab that he had, even that play,
Okay.
even
It's not
that
a
play.
stunner that Notre Dame's defense is out of whack.
You right,
Okay.
you right.
Like, let's not do that. Like, we're not going to do that. Notre Dame is never good, number one. Okay. I'm a
Mhm.
Catholic. I'm allowed to say this. It's a bunch of Catholic white guys or Polynesians or whatever that play for Notre Dame. Okay. Notre Dame gets ranked for whatever reason every year. Even last year, they get into the college football playoff after losing to Northern Illinois. And as Florida State fans, we know about Northern Illinois. We were stuck playing their sorry asses one time. And Heather Dinich said, "This is Florida State's ceiling." When the next year we won the national championship. Anyway, neither here nor there. I'm not going to go back and deal with her ugly ass. But what I will say, Notre Dame usually is overrated. And this did not scare me for Miami. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one in my notes. Number one, Mario Cristobal is still the coach and he's still trying to give away games with clock management.
Gotta love it.
Number two, this man, after this game, sat down in a post game press conference and said, "The U is back," laughing and giggling.
After blowing a lead to a Notre Dame team
Look,
that was throwing bubble
and
screens.
messing up the clock. Okay? Look, this is what Mario Cristobal does. He has zero clock management. Deion Sanders laughs at Mario Cristobal's clock management skills. Okay?
Oh, come on, dog. Not, oh, what?
Look, you know
Dion
that's
got
true. You know
Dion got a
that's
catch
true. You
plays
know it's true.
too.
Stop it. Stop it. We are not having a Deion sexual on here to talk to me because this is true. You know I'm right. Anyway, this man said the U is back with reporters. As
What
a
is
coach, you allow your fans to say that. You, as a coach, because what I saw my coach do after being the shit out of Alabama, they didn't have any clock management issues. They weren't losing this game. This coach sat there with the press and said, "I didn't like what I saw. We
mm,
should have won by more."
damn right.
Mario is over here giggling and laughing, hanging out with his friends, opening beers. Oh, the U is back, sir. I don't like.
Sorry as hell. And what's wild to me, and I saw JJ in the comments. He
That
said,
was Willie Taggart-esque. That's what I'm gonna say. That was Willie Taggart-esque.
that's like
Y'all enjoy it.
when he was drinking the water after he tried to blame the water on after they lost to
Oh,
Boise that
God.
year. Oh,
No. Oh.
oh. But
Mm-mm.
but no, so what I saw JJ in the chat brought up something. He said weren't the Miami fans the ones that were mad because we played 2 high safeties against them last year? First off, JJ, we didn't play Miami last year. All right.
Yeah,
When
we
the
didn't play.
Miami game was supposed to happen, we were at the Louvre. All right, so I don't know what you're talking about. I do not know
There
what
was
you're
no
talking
games last. I thought COVID was last year and there was no football.
about. We were at the
What are you
Louvre
talking
last year, so I don't even know what you're talking about. But I will say, when I looked at this, I'm like, Mario really went out there and beat his chest. Of course, they had Michael
Yep.
Irvin twerking on the sideline again.
Stop it.
Stephen A. Smith was out there looking like a whole Muppet. Is it just me, or is it weird to see him standing up like in public? Is it weird?
Who? Stephen A?
Yeah.
Because he's short as fuck.
Is he like 6'1" though? I don't know. I think the shape of his head
I
is
think
weird.
he's more 5'9". He probably wears lifts.
He's just weird. It's weird to see him standing next to people. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. I see him on TV all the
He
time. But it's just
gives
weird.
I wear lifts, and he also gives that he puts like Sharpies on the top of his head to make it look like he doesn't need
I still don't like the fact
that.
that his like he's like 60 something years old and his mustache and beard don't connect. That still bothers me. But anyway,
Okay.
but no.
Yep.
So Miami went out there, and I mean, for what you did, I mean, all right, cool. You almost blew a lead to a Notre Dame team that
That's
did not run the
clearly
ball,
overrated.
that whose game plan. This is the thing that's getting me about this. Miami knew Notre Dame was going to come in and run the ball. Everybody just knew Notre Dame was going to come in and run the ball because you got 2 stud running backs. They got 16 touches combined for the game. Your entire game plan was, we have a true freshman in his first start on the road against a Miami defense and a defensive line that's supposed to be one of the best in the nation. And our game plan is to throw bubble screens and throw the ball to the tight end and not run the ball, not hand the ball to the best player, the best running back in the country. That was the game plan, Notre Dame?
Yep.
And Miami, you almost lost to that. You almost lost to that.
One, Notre Dame's running back is never going to be the best in the country. This is just what ESPN and everybody else tells us. I mean, I'm old enough to remember Manti Te'o. I'm not going to go into that. It's my favorite story ever. I'm sorry.
Nope.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I still love it.
Nope.
Why does that guy hurdle every time he runs the ball? You've got to stop. You are not Lorenzo Booker, sir. You're not. Okay. And the other thing is, look, Notre Dame is Notre Dame. We're not going to sit here and act like they're great. They're not. They're overrated to where they're always overrated.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually had Miami fans be like, "We beat Notre Dame. They're number 6." If you don't think what Florida State did to Alabama is better than what Miami did to Notre Dame, I can't converse with you.
It's unbelievable. And it's the same thing with them jort wearing motherfuckers up there in Gainesville trying to act like them beating a high school team from some part of New York.
Another part of my
is
notes.
on the same level of what we did. Like,
CJ's tweet this morning was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
What do you say? Florida beat Long Island Ice.
It was
University?
from Money Talks, and he's like, "Hey yo, let's all be friends." Isn't this great? We made it out of here alive.
I'm not understanding.
It's so hilarious.
And what's wild to me is they're like, "That's not the same Alabama. Notre Dame just went to the national championship game." I'm like, everybody who was the only people that's back from Notre Dame on that national championship game is the running backs. That's a whole new O-line. That defense is damn near brand new. The head coach is the same, but both offensive and defensive coordinators are different too. That's a completely different team.
Right.
And somehow with these, we're about to go into this now, with these bullshit ass preseason rankings. I do not understand why we still do this. Because if we learned anything from this weekend, is that nobody knows jack shit, and these rankings need to be thrown the fuck out. We saw the number one ranked Texas team with a sorry ass, crying ass quarterback get their ass whooped against Ohio State. All right, we saw Notre Dame lose. We saw Alabama, who's supposed to be world beaters, get their asses
Oh,
beat.
always.
Like it was what four or five teams in the top 10 lost yesterday. I lost this weekend.
Yeah.
Like so, then what that tells me is your preseason rankings don't mean shit. Again, you haven't heard me say a damn thing about beating a ranked Alabama team. I just say we beat Alabama ass. But these Miami fans are running around here. That's a top 10 win. That's a top 10 win. Now, if Notre Dame lose three more
Notre Dame,
games,
look,
even though
stop
they
it.
got that weak ass schedule, let Notre Dame lose three more games. Then y'all go
And
sit
they
here and brag
will.
about a top 10
Maybe.
win.
I mean, maybe not. I don't know. But here's the thing. You remember why we weren't allowed into the playoffs?
Well, from what
What
they
was the
told us,
reason? What
from
was the reason?
what did they say? Oh, we lost our quarterback, right?
Uh-huh. And why? And then that Vegas had,
What
what was it?
what Florida State
As
losing to
a
everybody?
10-point dog
Mhm,
in their first playoff game. That's what they said, correct?
mhm.
Now, according to my notes,
Ooh,
Alabama was a 13.5-point favorite
2 touchdowns.
on Saturday. Is that correct?
2 touchdowns, baby. Yep.
Now, what did we learn from said win on Saturday?
That you got to line that shit up. Put your chin strap and your helmet on. Get them cleats
Now,
out there. Show that heart. And guess what? When it came time to get out there on the field, you got belt to ass. You got that shit
okay.
handed to you.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the people who Sunday and Monday said, this is why you play the games. Are you ready for
Oh,
this?
oh,
Are you
oh.
ready for this?
Wait, hold
Are
on. How
you
many?
ready for this?
Hold on. How many
Hold
you got?
on.
How many you got?
Hold
How
on.
many you got? How many you got?
Oh, Josh Pate,
Hmm.
number one.
Hmm.
Chris Fowler.
Was one of the main ones bragging about us not getting. Oh, Alabama should have gotten in.
Actually, I should have put this one as number one. Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah, him and his dog. Get your lame ass out of there. I still ain't heard
Kirk
Herbstreit say
Herbstreit.
nothing. I ain't heard him say nothing about Florida State win yet.
Oh, he
Hey,
said, this is why you play the
somebody,
game.
somebody in the chat, go find out what Kirk Herbstreit had to say about Florida State winning this game because
I just told you.
he needs to get
He
his ass whooped.
said, this is why you play the games. While he was doing his bullshit interview with Bill Belichick at North Carolina. Look, I'm not doing this. Okay, hang on. I've got more.
Okay.
Now, the next one. This one is fun. Darinoka.
Really?
Darinoka. This is why you play the games. Meanwhile, every last one of these fools in 2023, oh, well, I mean, Vegas has them. We were 10-point dogs without Jordan Travis. 10. Not 2 touchdowns, 10. Next. Oh, believe me, I've been doing my work.
Let's get it.
Paul Feinbaum.
His bum ass.
I can't believe it. They were 2 touchdown underdogs. I guess this is why the games are played.
Huh. This is the same dude that said, of course you have to put Alabama in. Florida State's just not the same team, even though we won 3 damn games, including the ACC championship game, without said quarterback. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see it. Completely ignoring the fact that we've had more blowouts than actual competitive games in the first round of the playoffs damn near every year since they went to the 4-team system. Oh, okay. Keep going.
I love this guy. I hate to do it. He's one of my favorites, Brandon Walker. This is why the games are played. It's like everybody got a script and they're like, well, I guess with Bama only being, up, they were 13 and a half point favorites.
Mm-hmm.
This is why the games are played. However, we did not get that benefit of the doubt.
Nope. Sure didn't.
Mm-mm.
Sure didn't. But you know what? It's okay though. It's okay though, because you know why? Games got to get played, and this is all we've been asking. That's all we were asking for.
And we
Let
got
the
it.
games get played. Put us on the
We got
field and
that
let us
lick back.
compete.
Boy, did we get that lick back.
Whoop that ass, boy. I'm telling you. We treated them like a 1960s principal. Oh, you were talking in the classroom? Come in my office. Let me get this paddle real quick. Like this is Porky's over here. We whooping ass with hard wood. That's what we did. That's what we did. We strapped up. You might as well call it black. The way we put our meat on the back of them boys over there. We did work. That's what we did. Straight BBC all over Alabama. But I will say that the shames, y'all got to tighten some shit up, bro. Y'all got to tighten some shit
Absolutely.
up. Oh,
I.
the
What do you
fighting.
think of Carson Beck? What do you think of Carson Beck? Honestly,
In all honesty, I mean, he's a statue. He a statue. And the thing is with
game
him,
manager, maybe.
he throws a nice ball. I will say that he throws a nice ball, and that offensive line can give him time. The problem is he only has one receiver, and when Miami, I want to see what happens. Here's when we're gonna know whether or not Carson Beck is on some shit.
Oh,
Miami played
yes, really? TCU's
Miami.
leading 17-7.
Yeah, they just threw a pick six. The Bill Belichick, the Bill Belichick to get that ass whooped
Sorry.
right now.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, TCU just got a pick six and a beautiful jump route by somebody who's
Oh,
wearing Deion Sanders' number and hauled ass into the end zone. Them boys in that Argyle looking angry. Belichick looked like old Mick from Legends of the Hidden Temple. He not looking good either. He mad as
Kurt's
hell.
Vaseline and Kleenex ain't working out, are
Oh,
they?
damn, that's called. But no, so we ain't gonna know whether or not Miami or Carson Beck is clicking on any cylinders at all until
Right.
they actually play Florida, which has the speed on defense to keep up with the one receiver that they got. So we
Uh-huh.
gonna know real quick. Miami's got what, 3 weeks to figure it out? I think they got 3 weeks and then they play us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they got time. They're gonna figure that shit out, but they're gonna have two easy ass games and then they're gonna play Florida. And we're gonna really see whether or not Carson Beck is doing work. And we're gonna see if this Miami offense is on point too. Because what I saw on last night, that ain't gonna cut it. And they talk about
Not
they
with
gonna
the
win the
coaches
ACC,
either.
right?
Uh-oh.
Right. And then I found out, here's my favorite stat for that. I was trying to hold this, but this is my
What is
favorite
it?
stat for the weekend. So going into the game, Miami, with all their NIL money, with all of their portal prowess, with all of their come to the U, their kicker prior to
Oh,
the
from
game
FAU.
from FAU. I got my second degree from FAU. Shout out to the Owls, hoot hoot, motherfuckers. that kicker was 4 for 11 for his career. His
That's
career.
why I really thought Mario was giving it away. He settled for field goals with that guy who looked like he just got done driving for Uber.
Oh, they that man. You listen. That dude is the brother who gets drunk at the end of the bar. At the end of the night, they just lay him on the sidewalk and close everything up and hope he
And
can get his
goes
way
home with
home.
the fat chick. You know what I'm talking about.
He ain't even going home with that. Right? He ain't going home with that. 4 for 11 for his career. I said, "Oh yeah, he finna cost them." And I love every time they were kicking them field goals. I just saw it up and down the timeline. I'm nervous about these field goals, bro. Yes, Mario's gonna cost you a game. Your
Yep.
field goal kicker is gonna cost you a game.
100%.
So when y'all telling me that y'all gonna win the ACC this year, I'm saying y'all finna lose to Florida. Y'all gonna lose to us. Y'all probably gonna drop another game somewhere in there that y'all shouldn't lose.
Oh,
And I
100%.
can't wait for it. It's gonna be Florida State and probably Clemson in the ACC title game, and y'all gonna be at home. Man,
Maybe Louisville. Maybe.
might be Louisville, Florida State, and Louisville.
Yeah.
Either way, which means y'all ain't even gonna make the playoff because they'll put
Because
Florida
we
State,
haven't
Louisville,
gotten to
and Clemson in.
Clemson's ass yet. We have not gotten to Clemson's ass yet.
We can talk about them now anyway. We can talk about Clemson.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
So the fighting
Dabo
Dabos.
got his best sweatshirt on, his crew neck sweatshirt that, his mom writes in Sharpie Dabo in capital letters on the back up so he doesn't lose it.
Yep.
They got in that bus the short bus, because that's the only place Dabo knows to go. Drove around the stadium
Mm-hmm.
to play a game that was 14-7 or 17-10.
17-10.
What the fuck ever? Who cares?
17-10.
Okay? Who gives a fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how anybody, by the way, another ESPN bullshit to me.
Mm-hmm.
We're told Texas and Ohio State was such a great game because it was
Oh,
14-7.
a
We're told
defensive showstopper.
17-10 was such an amazing game because now all of a sudden defenses are allowed to be good and win games, correct?
Hmm.
That's what I'm being told. Is that
Hmm.
what you're being told?
That's what I was told.
Those games were boring as shit. However, Florida State, who was undefeated, wasn't allowed to be in these little measly playoffs because their defense was so good, because the Louisville game was so boring. With it being, what was the score? What was the score?
17-10
Okay.
against the red-faced Brian Kellys. The same red-faced Brian Kellys that we thumped 2 times when they had their their Heisman Trophy winning quarterback, Jaden Daniels, made that boy look average as hell. Yeah, we got them 2 times the first game of the season and beat that ass twice. Clemson
Yep.
got them 1 time, and now they're talking about LSU and
Oh, yeah.
Brian Kelly potentially winning the national title.
Like, oh, the defense here. The defense. Oh. And Clemson's still going to win the ACC. Guess what Florida State did to LSU the last time they played those sorry bunches of shits? By
Got
the
that ass.
way, with a quarterback named Jaden Daniels, this is such a rewriting of history. Now all of a sudden defenses are allowed to win games. Isn't it amazing? Who
It's
knew?
crazy, ain't it? It's
I had
crazy.
no idea. I really thought that you could only win games if you blew them out or it was a shootout. Because
Right.
I was told that defense was a nothing burger, weren't you?
That's what I was told.
Okay.
It said, hold on. Right up the line said, you must be in South Florida. Up here in North Florida, the Gators are obnoxious. We hate everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm in South Florida, and I'm gonna tell you right now, as obnoxious as you think them Gainesville haters are, Miami fans are worse. They're worse.
Well, they're delusional.
They're worse.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a Shames fan. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The wild part is you can go up to these Shames fans who are
He says he was talking to him, not you.
Oh, okay, Encyclopedia. I'm like, oh, my fault, chat. Y'all got it. You got it. I'm gonna say, I don't know what you talking about, boy, because the Shames fans are the worst. You can go up to somebody who's wearing a Miami Hurricanes jersey or a shirt or anything Canes, and you can say, hey, who's the coach that won? Who was the head coach of that 2001 Miami Hurricanes national title team? And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, they go say, "Oh, that was Jimmy Johnson."
No, 100%,
I guarantee you,
100%.
oh, that was Jimmy Johnson. I had one person tell me that it was Eric Spoelstra.
Stop it.
I had somebody tell me it was Eric Spoelstra. I said, "Yeah, I'm good." I said, "Yeah, I'm good on y'all." But Dabo. I mean, Clemson lost, and then they're gonna do what they always do. They'll
Yep.
lose a big game like that. They're gonna go beat up on some crappy ass teams. They're gonna say, "Oh, this is great." Base Jira say it was Manny Diaz, right? That's exactly what it's gonna be. And then they go turn around and they go say, "Oh well, Clemson, they had a bump in the road against
Yep.
the LSU Tigers first game of the season, but they're coming on strong. They still are the
Yep.
odds-on favorites to win." Meanwhile, all we gonna do is line up.
Yep.
All we gonna do is tighten our chin straps, and we gonna
Take
go
care of
blunt
Clemson's white wide receivers.
Do they still
And
have
white
white DBs?
linebackers. Although we do have a white linebacker. I will give him that. I will say that.
Hey, he might be like Babe Ruth, right? He might be like Babe Ruth. We don't quite know. We don't
Stop
quite
it.
know. He know white, he Dominican. We might not know. We might not know just yet. But yeah, Clemson, I ain't worried about them. We're gonna run down on that shit too. So that's gonna be all right. What else we got? You see anything else from over the weekend that you want to touch on before we get out of here and watch the fight and the fight and Bill Belichick's get their asses whooped by
Well,
TCU?
let's discuss the BC fans being extremely angry.
Who? Oh, Boston College.
Uh-huh.
They live in Boston. They ain't got shit to be happy about. They always angry. What they mad about?
Well, they're mad that their quarterback actually beat a good team. So, the one that Bill O'Brien decided to ship down to Florida State so he could screw over Alabama again. Boston College fans say, as soon as he has to have some adversity, because Alabama's not adversity, he'll quit on Florida State. Guys, if you think he quit on Boston College because it was hard, or maybe it's because your possible NFL style coach wanted a pocket passer and wanted to bench the only guy who won games for them. And he said, deuces, I'm going to go somewhere where I can be paid money and, I don't know, be on TV and win games.
Right. See,
Totally different.
They could try to spin that shit how they want. You have a coach who is NFL style, what I say goes, get your shit right or get up out of here, with a guy who's like, I want to win, and what we got around me right now is not going to cut it. You need to do your job, holding them accountable, and you can't talk to no NFL coach that way, or they can get you up out the paint. And
Right.
especially when he came from the NFL back down to college, he think he got all that cachet, which is why I think it's hilarious for them to still sit here and say that, he was a problem. He was a cancer in the locker room. From what I'm looking at, it don't seem like no cancer to me. If anything, he out here exercising cancer. We might as well call him Ozempic or Manjaro the way he helping to trim the fat around this motherfucker. All right, Thomas Castellano Manjaro. That's what we calling him, because he's helping get rid of all of the fat out here. All right, he's adding the flavor. All right, if this was a steak, he is that nice piece of fat that you keep on that motherfucker when you put it on the grill so that you can get it to that perfect 110, that perfect 115, get that medium rare going, dog. And when you bite into it, it's just as juicy as it need to be. That's what it is.
And I have two more things. I've got two more things to get through. The first thing I'm going to say is Nico. Nico.
Oh, Nico.
I'm going to give some Tennessee fans that love to stalk me some love here, because that had to be an amazing thing to watch. This man, his father, his team, whatever it was around him that ruined his life. Because one, you're never doing anything with UCLA, okay?
Nope.
This is not like 1981 UCLA. This is horrendous what happened to your life.
Right.
You allowed it, you're a grown-ass man, whatever.
Let me set the table for you guys, for you to see this. So for anybody who don't know, Nico Iamaleava. Iamaleava, whatever the fuck your name. Nico Iamaleava. That's your new name. Was the quarterback for Tennessee, left Tennessee to go to UCLA.
He's been threatening for like 2 years too. Like
he left Tennessee to go to UCLA to take less NIL money. So it was altruistic on his part. Oh, I'm going to take less money to go to UCLA, only for him to go out there and in his debut at UCLA get that ass whooped by Utah. He went 11. He went 11 for 22. 136 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception.
It was so bad.
Nico flew his ass all the way out there to the West Coast just to catch an ass whooping from a bunch of Mormons that's fresh off Selkie.
And he's never going to win a game. I'm telling you, from everything you saw, is UCLA going to go winless? I think they are.
Wait, hold on. Chasse went from $2 million and 0 state tax to $1.2 million and a 14% tax. He would have made 1.3 outright. He's making $600K because he this nigga was smoking some dope. We need to check this nigga back.
No, they thought they had like some big paycheck to get cash. They thought Tennessee Tennessee gave him the highest NIL when he committed to them, and yet he never delivered. He was never like, I thought he was okay. He was fine. But like he kept coming back for more money, more money, more money, more money. And Tennessee finally, which by the way, I never give Tennessee props.
For
I
shit.
will now. They said, nope. And he said, oh, I'm going to leave. And they said, don't let the door, hit you where the good Lord split you. And he did. And now look at this motherfucker. Look at this. Look at
You
this.
got your ass beat by a bunch of Mormons. You got your ass whooped by
Yep.
Utah.
Hmm.
And the best part is you're not even in the Big 12 where you could like sling the ball around. You are in the Big 10, sir. You still got some games where they finna mash your ass out there, Nico. What happened, Nico? Come
What
on.
happened?
Listen, anybody who played dominoes know. All right, all money ain't good money.
Yep.
All money ain't good money. Nico holding big six right now. Like,
Memphis
what you
basketball players
doing?
will tell you that. Memphis, because they usually get shot.
Ah,
And so I was going to go bridge to the next subject, but I can't do that now. Let's do something else. We got to
oh
do one
man.
more thing because I can't.
All right. We got two more before we get out of here because we've been
All
going
right.
for a minute. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, hit that like and hit that subscribe, man. Hit that like and hit that subscribe. I saw this just before I got on here real quick. It said, so this is after the first week of college football games. These are the top 10 quarterbacks after the first week of college football games. All right. At number 10, they got Haynes Luther King from Georgia Tech.
Stop it.
Number
Okay.
10.
That's fine.
Number 9, they got Lagway. So Lagway,
Okay.
Florida.
Ooh, we
They got
didn't go there. I've got one thing to say about that. Sorry. Go
we
ahead.
got John Mateer from Oklahoma at 8, Sam Levitt from Arizona State at 7, Drew Aller at 6. We got Rocco Beck, Iowa State. That boy was looking nice. Rocco Beck was doing work. Cade Klubnik, they got him at 4. Lenore Sellers,
Crazy.
South Carolina, out there running people over. At 3, Nussmeyer is 1. And at number 2, they had your boy, Arch Wheelide Manning.
Stop. Where's Thomas Castellanos?
He ain't even on the list.
That's crazy. Okay, we're not doing this. This list is bullshit.
Okay, good.
Arch Manning has been like, maybe he's adopted. We don't even need to go here. What I was gonna say is Florida. Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all played who? Who'd they play?
They played Mandarin High School.
Okay. 3 tackles for loss, and I know it wasn't Mandarin High School before anybody acts like I'm an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
3 tackles for loss in the whole game. I thought this defense was supposed to be something special. Y'all tell me.
Mm.
Ooh, 20-7. Oh, I
Yep,
hate to see
20-7
it.
at the half. The fighting Bill Belichick's, and he got his cutoff sleeves.
Where's his girl?
Oh, she in the skybox.
Oh, she's not allowed on the field anymore.
She having yoga practice in the skybox. She's getting her Brazilian massage from somebody.
That girl's nuttier than a fruitcake.
Fabrizio is rubbing that ass down.
She's gonna poison his ass with some saffron and some devil's weed. You know that? I know it. Everybody is. That doesn't show up in an autopsy. I'm just gonna say it.
Listen, she been feeding that man milk of the poppy. That's why that motherfucker's falling asleep all the time. He need to get his shit.
She's been giving him magnesia pills, and then this girl is then gonna give him that devil the devil's weed or devil's something. It's like a leaf or something you can give people. Doesn't show up an autopsy. I mean, never mind. I shouldn't say anything.
We're going to pivot off of that. Before we get out of here, again, shout out to everybody for pulling up. I can't wait. This season is going to be so much fun. It's crazy that we didn't even have a season last year. So, the roast wasn't up at all last year. So, I don't know what we're going to do. But before we get out of here, though, we want to give all of our prayers, all of our thoughts out to the family of Ethan Pritchard, freshman linebacker. signed with the squad. Went back to visit his family in his hometown, and apparently was hit with a firearm. Got shot out there. They say he's in the hospital. He's in critical but stable condition. So for anybody who is a praying man, praying woman, please send your thoughts and your prayers up. Light a candle, burn some incense, get your Nam Yo Horenge kill like Tina Turner before Ike walked in on her ass. Just get all of those prayers up. Light one of them little things and send it up in the air. Light one of them joints. Get your prayers and get all of your positive thoughts and positivity to the family. And one thing that I will say on behalf of that family, man, stop rushing to social media and trying to be first, man.
Yeah.
This came across the timeline in a way that was completely slanted. We had no news, and if you're not somebody who can actually give actual insight as to what's happening, man, just don't highlight that, because this is a young kid, family dealing with a tough situation, and it's rough to see some of the things that we were seeing be reported about him, and none of it was true, thank God. So thoughts and prayers going out to Ethan Pritchard and his family. Glad to see Norvell came out and said that he was able to see the family. The team was able to get in there and see him. They were able to do what they can do for him. So I hope that young brother can get back to the road to recovery, and hopefully we can see him back in that garnet and gold. But he can get.
And we will. I think we will. 100%.
Get his health back. That's what we worry about. Let's get this health right. But this was fun, people. This was fun.
I miss you guys.
Hey, this has been fun out here. Listen, the Tiny Hat CEO is back. You can see we back and better than ever. We finna be selling out hard this season. And of course, my beautiful co-host, my FSU Harley Quinn with her beautifully tanned shoulder meat out. Go Nose, baby. Go Nose.
God. The RPOs, the running quarterbacks, it was just like playing Auburn in the 2010s again. But without all the trying hard and the discipline on our end,
Don't forget about the process.
Oh, the process! Guys, is the dynasty dead?
Yes!
Oh.
Hey, man. The FSU works for everybody. Let go. First off, fuck Bama in the road tide. Fuck Tuscaloosa in every city that's close by. Bitch ass hillbilly redneck fans. Auburn almost caught y'all slacking like dress pants. Michigan trash, they ain't got a damn chance.